Deep in the forbidden zone of Chernobyl, where the forests grew thick and wild around the crumbling remnants of a nuclear disaster, a group of international scientists embarked on a chilling mission. Their goal was simple: to install motion-sensitive cameras deep in the Red Forest, one of the most radioactive zones on Earth, and to observe the resurgence of wildlife in an area long abandoned by man. They arrived with quiet awe, their Geiger counters ticking like frantic heartbeats as they passed through the skeletal remains of Pripyat. Trees grew through rusted playgrounds. Vines crept through broken windows. Nature had returned, but not unchanged. With care, they set up a network of night vision and infrared cameras throughout the Red Forest, securing them to trees and checking the angles. The first few weeks of footage were mesmerizing. Wolves, foxes, and even the elusive Przewalski horses moved through the misty landscape, seemingly thriving in the absence of humans. The researchers were amazed, until one morning, a week into the third month, a technician reviewing the latest footage stopped cold. "Guys, come look at this," he whispered. The screen showed a deer grazing, slow and peaceful. Then, at precisely 3:11 a.m., the air behind it shimmered. The trees seemed to bend unnaturally. Something large, bipedal, and eerily tall moved at the edge of the camera's range, just enough to glimpse its distorted outline, humanoid but wrong. Its limbs moved with a jerking gait, as if manipulated by invisible strings. No sound, no explanation. Then the footage glitched, a brief static spike, and the creature was gone. "It must be a bear, injured, or some trick of the camera," someone said, though his voice was hollow. But then came more footage. Another camera, deeper in the zone, caught something worse. The creature stood in full view now, staring directly at the camera. Its skin was pale, translucent, with black, oozing lesions across its back and shoulders. Its eyes, if they were eyes, glowed faintly green. It didn't blink. It didn't move. It just stood, as if aware it was being watched. Suddenly, the camera shut off. They tried to laugh it off. Radiation does strange things, even to metal and circuits. But the footage kept getting worse. One camera, near the ruins of Reactor 4, recorded a group of wolves. As they moved through the brush, their eyes flashed toward something out of frame. Then, a scream. Not animal, not human, something between. The wolves ran in different directions. Seconds later, a massive, deformed figure crawled into view, its arms dragging across the forest floor, bones bending in impossible ways. The team was shaken. The Ukrainian officials dismissed it, blaming corrupted files or manipulation. But one night, the cameras picked up something truly horrifying. Footage from Camera 7, placed near an old workers' barrack, showed a small child, or something resembling one, walking slowly toward the camera. It wore a tattered Soviet-era school uniform. Its hair was missing in patches. It was barefoot, its skin blotchy with burns or scars. As it stepped closer, it tilted its head at an unnatural angle, as though studying the camera with silent curiosity. Then, it spoke. A voice, barely audible, distorted by static, whispered a single word in Russian. "Pomogite, help me." All equipment shut down immediately afterward. The next morning, when the team went to check Camera 7, they found it missing. The tree it had been mounted on was scorched. No footprints, no sign of struggle, just the faint scent of ozone and burned earth. Within a week, the project was shut down. Most of the scientists refused to speak publicly about what they saw. One, Drive, Lena Markovich, left a cryptic message in her final interview before disappearing from public life. Greater than, Chernobyl didn't just unleash radiation. It awakened something that was never meant to see the light of day. And now, it watches us back. To this day, some say the cameras still transmit, just brief flashes, strange images, faces in the dark. But no one dares return to change the batteries. Not anymore.